Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about colds and flus and whether or not you can use energy healing and some of the other techniques I've used in my Learn Energy Healing series of videos to prevent or to lessen the duration of colds and flus. So yes, you can use them. They are very effective. And what I will do is maybe split this into several different videos so you can use several different techniques, different ways of approaching it. The first thing I will say is, even though the physical body and the energetic body, or the aura, if you like, are reciprocally related, don't forget to do the physical side of things too. Theoretically, yes, you can prevent colds and flus and lessen their effects purely with energy work, being mindful of how your energy field is. But let's face it, if you're eating junk food, drinking alcohol, smoking, not sleeping very much, treating your physical body not very nicely, then of course that's going to make it much harder for you to prevent colds and flus and, lessen their effects. So I will probably also do another video with my wife, who's a naturopathic nutritionist, to talk about the things that you can do on a physical level, especially diet-wise. And there are a lot of traps that people fall into diet-wise because, let's face it, a lot of the information out there about diet is not quite right, unfortunately. So what a lot of people think is healthy isn't necessarily so, and vice versa. So let's get on to the main method I use, okay? Because I haven't had a cold or a flu for years and years now. I wasn't ill at all during COVID, despite ignoring all the rules and meeting up with people and having parties and things anyway. So yes, I just don't generally have them. And the main thing, so this is the first point, this is the main thing, is body awareness. If you're not aware of how your body's feeling and your energy body, or your aura, if you like, is doing, then it's much harder to pick up on things earlier and therefore much harder to prevent a cold or a flu from happening. So the sooner you can pick up on things, and this goes for many spiritual practices, by the way, the more you can pick up on the smaller signals, the more you can prevent the bigger problems. So it's quite easy for me to do this because I'm a full-time healer. I'm paying attention to my body and my aura before, during and after appointments, which are most days. And even on weekends and days that I'm not working, I'm still tuning into my body because I like to. I know it helps me. I know it benefits me. So it's quite easy for me to do this. So one of the main techniques I would say is useful is the Vipassana meditation. So particularly the Goenka style of Vipassana meditation, which I've explained in previous videos in my Learn Energy Healing series. So please go and have a look at those videos. And of course you can look at any official videos from Goenka as well, if you want to dive deeper into that style of meditation. Essentially, the Goenka style of Vipassana meditation is just simply scanning the body, starting at the toes, spending a few seconds on each part of the body and slowly working your way up the body all the way to the top, and then all the way back down again, and repeat. Seeing what you can feel, seeing what you can't feel, and that includes things that feel nice, things that don't feel nice, and you're learning to relax into it, learning to allow the energy to flow and to not fight what you sense and not push yourself to try and feel more either, actually. And just that simple meditation relaxes your physical body, but also it, goes into the energetic bodies or the aura as well, and you start to sense that better and allow energy to flow better, and you become more and more relaxed. And what you'll notice is over time, if you practice that every day, and especially over many, many months or in my case, decades, you start to feel things in more and more and more detail. And like I've told many people, I can feel my spleen, I can feel the blood flow through it. Sometimes I can feel individual tissues in the spleen, but most people don't even know where the spleen is, let alone feel it. So the more body awareness you have, the more information that comes to you, and it's easier to pick up on things going wrong before they really seriously go wrong. So in that case, with the body scanning, I'm much more aware of what's going on with my throat, with my lungs, the primary bronchi, the bronchioles, all the different parts of the lungs. I'm more aware of my voice box, my trachea, the esophagus, the top part here, the back of my throat. I'm aware of the different tonsils, the palatine tonsils, and all the other tonsils. I'm aware of the tube, the eustachian tube, that goes from the top part at the back of the throat up into the other side of the eardrum. I'm aware of the nasal passages underneath the brain and above your mouth, going towards the nose. So, that's something I can feel in probably a lot more detail than most people. And if I'm paying attention to it and how it feels, then I can pick up on soreness or, stinging sensations or blockages much sooner. But in my case, I will pick up on energy getting a bit stuffier and a bit more stagnant before even there are physical symptoms. I can pick up on things much, much sooner. And of course, if I can pick up on it before I get physical symptoms and start to sort of tune into it and relax into it and let that energy clear, then I won't get the physical symptoms at all. There are times when I do get physical symptoms, if I've been stressing myself, not paying attention, working too hard, that kind of thing. But even then, I will typically pick up on a tickle in my throat or some sort of little itch in my nose. And I'll go, oh, okay. And I'll spend a few hours in the evening, just relaxing to my body, letting the energy flow into those areas as per the Goenka style of Vipassana technique. And that will just clear the energy and then my physical symptoms will go. So it's been a very long time since I've had full-blown cold. I cannot remember the last time I've had flu. To be honest, it must be over a decade at least, probably longer, 15 years maybe. It's been a long time since I've had the flu. And yeah, colds. It's been years and years since way before COVID. So it's a very effective technique, just relaxing into the body, letting the energy flow. If I feel there's quite a strong block, then I will use my mind's eye. So again, look into my Learn Energy Healing series of videos about how you can shift energies using your internal vision, using your mind's eye, as they call it, or what people call the third eye. And you can just imagine, an energy hand, for example, just pulling that stagnant energy out and clearing it that way. So yeah, very simple. Diet, look after yourself physically, good sleep, good rest, all of that kind of thing. Very important still. The other thing is body awareness. If you're not tuning into your body and not aware of when it's feeling stressed and when energy is starting to get stuck, or further along the line starting to get physical symptoms, then you have less choice. It's harder to reverse the momentum into going into a cold or flu. And then the third thing is just simply that Goenka Vipassana style technique. Relax into it. Feel those parts of your body that feel a bit sore or a bit stagnant with energy, and just let the energy do what it wants to do, which is to flow. Let it flow. If you are resisting the energy flow, then it's going to become stagnant, and then eventually that's going to create an issue in the physical body too, and vice versa. So yeah, that's simply all I do really for colds and flus. Yeah, very effective, very powerful. I hope this has been useful. Please tune into my other videos if you feel that this particular technique isn't for you. because there are other ways of dealing with colds and flus aside from this particular technique. Please do like and subscribe if you like to support this channel, and feel free to leave comments below if you find this useful or not, or if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next video.